Right is right even if everyone is against it. Wrong is wrong even if everyone is for it. It is a quote by William Penn. A pleasant day to all, especially to our listeners and guests. I am Lawrence Balmejado, a grade 11 student of the Humanities and Social Sciences strand, and I will be stating my observations, insights, and researches about the justice system of our country. Before anything else, I would like to extend my gratitude to our oral communication teacher, Miss Marie Chris S. Ungkit, for giving me this opportunity to speak in front to all of you. I hope that you will be able to get my standing point throughout my talk. Justice. Do you ever have time to have a quick reflection on the term justice? Does our justice system considered as an excellent and fair one compared to other countries? These questions should be the one that are being asked to the youth in current times. It is to assess the prior knowledge of the youth towards this kind of matter. I know that this is a very broad and complex topic because of its wide scope of events, but I'll do my very best to deliver my point to you clearly. Let's answer the questions. Well, most people nowadays, especially the youth, tend to be uninterested when they heard or read the term justice. It is because that social media consumes all their focuses on what are the current trends in the social media throughout the globe. But putting this aside, and studying and understanding the concepts of justice in our country should be practiced by youth or by anyone else in general because all of us should be knowledgeable and aware of our rights and obligations as a Filipino citizen and laws to be followed in our country. Since I've mentioned the term justice, let's define it. Justice is the result of fair and proper administration of law. So from the definition itself, it states that fair and proper and that should be the thing that to be done during the process of seeking justice. As I observe the justice system in our country, even though I am just a teen, the process of seeking justice was extremely slow and delayed. Just like the recent case of 27-year-old Benhal Capote Kahil, an award-winning cartoonist, teacher, and special program in the arts coordinator of Lebak, legislated National High School of the province of Sultan Kudarat, was shot multiple times by an unknown gunman on his way home. Also, the recent case of Percy Lapid, a well-known radio broadcaster and a journalist, was gunned down inside his vehicle by unidentified motorcycle riding assailants, and a veteran died at the age of 63. These examples I provided are proof that the delay of justice are a common thing for individuals categorized in the press and poor. There are some cases that takes decades before it has been completely resolved with a justifiable order. Due to these reasons, I ask myself, what factor does really affects the process of finding justice? Why is it at a slow rate progress? I will state my top 3 possible reasons why justice in our country is in a slow wheel. Third on the list, it is because of the bias in favor judged by blinded by wealth. See in the reality that money can control anyone. With the power of money, someone can be manipulated by it and can do inappropriate things. It is very alarming to all of us since there's a high chance that this is happening continuously. Second on the list, it is the clogged court dockets, and this simply means that there are too many cases being tried by only too few courts and judges. As the year goes by, it gets worse, as every year new cases are being piled up, as fewer and fewer cases that get to be decided by the courts. I suggest that all the cases should be handled with time relevancy to ensure that it will be resolved and also to avoid it piling up. Then the first on the list is poverty. We all knew that in attending hearings of cases, you need to hire a lawyer to defend your side against the opposition. Even it hurts to imagine, but it is the reality that we should accept. Due to poverty, most Filipinos cannot afford to hire a lawyer. And in our country, if there's no lawyer that will defend, there's a higher possibility that you lose in the hearing due to the lack of organized concrete evidence that will contradict the opposition's statement. Our justice system also had undergo cases which led to be a false accusation to some, proving it that we have a weak justice system. Best example is the case of false accusation, persecution, and imprisonment of the indigenous women reported by Abigail Bengwayan Anons. In addition to cases the extrajudicial killings, and this was active during the war on drugs. Those were unjust killings since they didn't gone through a hearing before taking their lives. And according to Human Rights Measuring.org, the International Covenant on the Civil and Political Rights, which the Philippines has signed, recognizes the right to life. The death penalty was abolished in the Philippines in 1987, and the country signed the second optional protocol to ICCPR, becoming the part of the global movement against the death penalty. Under the ICCPR, the right to be free from execution also covers arbitrary and extrajudicial killing. The Human Rights Measurement Initiative tracks the performance of countries around the world on upholding these rights. This basically means that the extrajudicial killings are a denial of the right to life. Our fate depends on what actions we make in the present, and the truth will always be there to contradict the evil's intention towards us. With the right mindset and knowledge, we will be able to change the current justice system of our country. That ends my speech. Thank you for listening, and you've such been a wonderful audience. Paalala lang po, manatiling gising, hustisya'y hanapin. Thank you and God bless you all.